Good evening. As a hockey fan, I feel I should do my civic duty and just give a news report. There is a missing persons report in the NHL. An all points bulletin has been sent out to locate the whereabouts of the Vegas Golden Knights offense. The Vegas Golden Knights offense is potent and strong, and it's very well rounded. However, after the evening of August 30th, it's disappeared, and no one has seen it since. And it's definitely been 48 hours after 48 hours since. So, a missing persons report has been filed for Vegas's offense. We hope it returns soon, because if it doesn't, they won't see a Stanley Cup. In all seriousness, I don't get how this happens. Okay, so Vegas was regarded as one of the highest scoring teams in the league and one of the highest scoring teams during this restart. They and the Avalanche were like the two scoring superpowers in the West. But we at least scored on Dallas even in defeat. Where is the offense? Where's the Vegas offense? Here's how bad it's gotten. In the last 4 games, you know how many goals they've scored on an actual goaltender? 2. They've scored 4 goals in the last 4 games. Half of them were empty netters. Only 2 were scored on an actual goaltender. And 3 of those 4 were actually scored in Game 7 against Vancouver. So they scored enough in the last 3 games of that series to advance. And here it is, the Western Conference Final. John Klingberg scores in the first 3 minutes of the game, and it holds up. Dallas wins 1-0. When they played Colorado, they had to outscore us. Here, they just scored the goal, and I'm not going to say they sat back. They didn't sit back, but they just, played it out. It is very mysterious what has happened to Vegas's offense. I really don't understand it. I don't know how it could happen. It's been at a standstill for the last 12 periods, and I can't figure it out. Demko, was a beast in those games. He only gave up 1 goal. He only gave up, 2 goals while in that. Now, Khudobin's good. He's pretty good. But he shouldn't be able to shut out this team. But he did. His first career playoff shutout. And Vegas finds himself in a one game hole for the first time since they started playing series in this thing. Because Vegas is a round robin team. They played 3 round robin games and won them all. And they won game 1 against Chicago and against Vancouver. They're 1 down in this series. They're 1 down in this series. And they need to get their offense cracking fast. Otherwise, this could be a short series. And I predict this to go 7. So, so they need to wake up. Now, and that's my brief review of game 1, of tonight's game 1. It was crazy. The first few minutes of the game, Klingberg scores, and it holds up. 1-0 win for Dallas, and 1-0 lead in this series. And the Dallas Stars are 3 wins away from reaching the Stanley Cup Final for the first time in 20 years. That's why I remember Dallas reached the final back-to-back years in '99, which they won, and in 2000, which they lost to the Devils in 6 games. Very thrilling series. The West Final started tonight. Tomorrow begins the Eastern Conference Final, the Islanders and Tampa Bay. Game 2 of the West Final is Tuesday evening, and all the rest of the games. All the rest of the games, starting with tonight and from the end of the Stanley Cup Final, whenever that is, all the games are played in the Edmonton bubble. Game 7 between the Islanders in Philly last night, that was the last game to be played in the Toronto bubble. So the Toronto bubble, they're finished. All the rest of the games are going to be played in Edmonton. So Tampa and the Islanders headed west, and they're pretty much in. I'm pretty sure they're in the city now, and they'll practice tomorrow, and they'll probably practice, and they'll play game one tomorrow night. So that's my recap of game one of the West final. I will be back to recap game one of the East final tomorrow night. So with that, I say until then, my fellow hockey fans.